Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. This is Kathy speaking, and it is Wednesday today, everyone. So it's the Twin Flame Soulmate Divine Union Spread Day, Wednesday. It's the 7th of July of 2021, and I have been talking about Venus and Mars moving through the sign of Leo in the month of July. So I thought I would do this all in one. So I'm going to start off with a general spread for many, but then I'm going to take, so at the end of the reading, at the end of the general message for all of you concerning a twin flame divine union, I will also be taking 3 cards for each sign starting from Aries. I will have the timestamps beneath so that you can go straight to your sign. Do watch your sun, moon and rising. Some of you can watch your Venus if you know where your Venus is placed. If you're a divine feminine, Venus is more recessive, right? She's more feminine, so she sort of sits back, I suppose. Generally speaking, yeah. Now in moving through the sign of Leo, it's as though she's chasing Mars. She's in that very loved up energy at this time. Moving through Leo, she's very extravagant, very generous with her love. And she's trying to catch, she's chasing her divine masculine. Now Mars can also relate to a divine feminine, but Mars is more masculine. And we all have the yin and yang and the, the masculine and the feminine. Some of us have got more recessive, more feminine within us, more yin. Others have got more yang. So I'll leave it up to you. You can watch your Mars sign as well and your Venus sign. Mars is taking action. It's the desire to connect, okay? And this is a love reading, so Mars could also be, you could watch, let's say, if you know the placement of your divine masculine, you could watch their sun sign and their Mars sign. Now, where fate is concerned, the North Node, everyone, you can watch that as well. Where is your North Node facing in your own birth chart? Okay, all right, so we're doing what we did last week. A lot of you said that you enjoyed that spread last week, where we're looking at the now, the environment, hopes and fears, goals, unexpected, near future and distant future columns. Okay, so because you enjoyed it so much, I'm thinking I will do that today. So calling on Spirit all this time. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on? Where is this divine union at? Because last week it was all about their making some space for you, trying to make some space to fit you into their life. That could mean many things, right? So archangels, thank you. What's going on? What's going on in this divine union? It's going to be a long video, everyone, so do pour yourself a glass of wine or a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Let's see what's going on in love, right? July. And happy birthday, if it is your birthday, dear Cancer, today. Okay, we're looking, usually the divine spread is from week to week, but Leo is where it's all happening. So Venus and Mars transiting through the sign of Leo for the whole month of July. For some of you, the timeline will be the whole of July of 2021. Let's see what is going on in the now. We've got Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini is very strong. Okay, that's the now. What's going on in the environment around you? We've got the 5 of Wands, the World card, and the Two of Swords. This is your environment, okay? Next, we've got hopes and fears. We've got the Page of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, next we have, everyone, we've got goals. Eight of Swords, lots of swords, lots of swords. We've got the King of Wands, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries doesn't have to be. And we have the Page of Pentacles. We've got a few pages here, so there is fresh energies that's trying to come through. Okay, next is the unexpected, everyone. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Judgment card. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it looks like our Emperor is coming through. Now, a lot of you know that the Emperor tends to show up a lot for me. Of course, a lot of you that follow these readings, the Emperor speaks to someone important in your life. Doesn't have to be someone who is an Emperor. It could be just because the Emperor does signify Aries. Agape is here. Okay, love is in the house. Love is in the house, everyone. Erotamo. I love you too. Why do you come when mummy's busy? Looks like someone's busy for love, huh? And I was saying that it could be just an Aries person or a Taurus or someone that just holds a position in society of importance, a position of power. It could be a business owner, right? And she's loving me, kissing me and biting me. Yes, I love you too, Agapimo. Okay, so that was the... She's not going to give up because she never gives up. I'm telling you now, everyone. Love does not give up, and it looks like the Divine Feminine is not giving up on love. My sweetheart, my darling. Hello, everyone. Hello. Please, baby. Look, I'm going to have to take care of this because she won't let me work. She's going to jump up on the table once more. As I said, she's on my lap. Yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I love you too. What do you want to do? You want me to pat you and you want me to love you and you want me to feed you, right? Yes, Mummy. Please feed me. Okay? All right. I'll just I'll just break for a moment. I'll be right back, everyone. I do apologize for that interruption, but these things cannot be helped. And I especially love it when Agape or Eros, when they show up on a love reading. To me, it's a double message. So where were we, everyone? We were right here. So column number 5. Number 5 is the unexpected. So we've got the Emperor here on the Judgment card and the Eight of Wands. All right, so let's see now. And I'm going to shuffle once more because I did stop the video just in case some of you have got any doubts as to what was next, what was coming up next. So we have the near future, everyone. The near future, please, Spirit. We have the King of Swords. It's interesting. We've got King of Swords, King of Wands, a lot of divine masculine energy. King of Swords would be Aquarius for me. Doesn't have to be for all of you. 7 of Wands. So this is the near future. And we've got the Two of Cups, everyone. How exciting. How exciting. And let's take the distant future. So a bit further down the track. Distant future. What's going on, please, Spirit? We've got the High Priestess. You can't even see it, can you? The High Priestess. We have the Tower. Oh my. And Temperance. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's put these straight for a moment. All right, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. What's going on? And we've got the Ten of Cups, everyone. Let's make some room on my table. Ten of Cups. What's beneath that? Ten of Cups we know is bliss, happiness. This is like a happy family. But remember, this can also speak to, we do see here that this is a family that's got one child, or, you know, for particular situations. Okay, so this could be also an ending. But this can also speak of, remember that Venus and Mars, they were lovers and they gave birth to Cupid, right? Cupid was their love child because Venus was married. She was already married to a king, and Mars was her love affair. She could not resist because Mars was, you know, that masculine and very warrior-like, very, very brutal, very manly, you know, very, very much the male, which it was very attractive to her. And of course Venus with those beautiful curves and everything in perfection. What do you expect? Four of Swords. So there has been a heartbreak in a family situation. Maybe there's been, remember the Four of Swords comes after the Three. And we've got the Star card. So someone's wish fulfillment had to be put on hold. Maybe this was a connection from a physical distance. The Star is Aquarius. It can speak to futuristic. It can also speak to a connection through social media. Having met someone through a group, through friends, maybe. And we've got the Sun. So we've got Leo and Aquarius, everyone. That's really, really interesting to me. Very interesting indeed, because we're going to have, like, the Sun soon will ingress into, in about 10 days, will ingress into Leo. It will be the Leo season. And Aquarius is right opposite. And we're going to have 2 consecutive full moons in the sign of Aquarius. So remember, these are fixed signs. And the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, have been under a lot of pressure. Okay? Because Mars and Venus, they sort of triggered that T-square with Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. So, you know, having 2 consecutive full moons in the sign of Aquarius, which Leo is the heart, of course. It's the ability to create, to give birth. And Venus and Mars are not only love connections, they're also the ability to create something that you love, to create something, you know, a business or whatever you're wanting to take a risk on. Remember that Leo is also children. It does relate to children. Aquarius across is the house of wishes, dreams, groups, associations, social media, internet, and also it's also the house of earned income after career. So being able to, oh well, Aquarius is also being part of a group. It's friendships, right? It's we're all in this together. But Leo wants to shine brightly on their own. Leo is courage. It's taking the initiative. It's fire, right? Even though it's a fixed fire sign, it's still a fire sign, right? And the shadow side to Leo can be a little bit of ego, right? I'm the one that should be performing up on stage. I'm the one that shines brighter. I'm the leader. Whereas Aquarius is more about we. Okay, so where there's been an imbalance in the heart. Remember, Leo is also the heart. It's true love. It's flirtation, fun. Leo is the heart. It loves like it's generous. Whereas Aquarius is more spread out, more, you know, more about friendships. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. So the Wheel of Fate is turning, bringing changes on the axis Leo Aquarius, which is where the lovers are conjoining. And we've got the Nine of Cups. So in the past, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, but there's been a disappointment, right? There's been a disappointment here because there's been some sort of an ending. Someone's hoping to reconcile. The The Wheel of Fortune is another 10, which does speak to endings. Maybe there's been an injustice in the past, and now it's all about, okay, I'm going to go for what my heart desires. Mars is like, this is what I want. Mars is, remember, it's the ruling planet of Aries and Scorpio. So maybe there's been a disappointment. Something has ended here. And now I'm going to say this is more of a revisiting situation, I would say, for a lot of you. This is like sort of revisiting a situation. That's what I get. We're revisiting a situation because remember, we've had a retrograde Mercury in the sign of Gemini for a couple of months. We've got a lot of retrograde planets now here. And I want to also point out that whatever is going on in Leo affects Aquarius as well. And Saturn, which is right opposite the Lovers, is bringing limitations and restrictions. There can be disappointments, but it's also, Saturn can speak to building on something long-term, something that can last, okay, even though it's hard. All right, so in the now, everyone, we've got the Gemini card, the Page of Swords, which turns into the Knight of Swords, and then we've got the King of Swords here. So something relating to conversation, communication, a decision maybe, and someone following their North Node concerning a decision between two people. We do have the Lovers card here. We've also got the Two of Cups, everyone. So this is a divine union, but it's fraught with difficulties. If we look at just the whole spread, let's look at the major arcana, which we've got the Lovers, so a choice between two or a head of a heart decision, a very powerful connection. We've got the World card, which is, again, the 4 fixed signs, and the World card can speak to distance, can speak to restrictions, or needing to end a difficult cycle in one's life so that after that ending we can have a new beginning, right? We've got Judgment card here and the Emperor, and the Judgment card is Pluto. It's a resurrection, right? It's also a time of crisis. Remember that this is the archangels. This is Archangel Michael, which is blessing, and Archangel Michael is all about having the courage, right? Because the North Node in Gemini is right on Aldebaran, which is Archangel Michael. So, and we know that North Node is not easy to follow. It's getting uncomfortable. And someone needs to become the warrior. And I do feel it's got a lot to do with the Emperor here. Okay? And we've got the High Priestess, the Tower, and Temperance. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana here, which 7 is a very important number. We are in the time of Cancer right now. 7 is the Chariot. Let's see what's going on, because there is something to do with communication. Something to do with communication or quick news coming through. Remember, Gemini and Mercury retrograding there for a couple of months now. Mercury is coming out of its shadow phase. So, you know, someone's been trying to make a decision. They've been trying to put things straight, do the right thing. You know, there's been curiosity. There's been back and forth. Maybe there's also been lies and deception or lack of communication because Mercury was squaring over to Neptune. Okay, and now we're going to see the truth, because that square was in, you know, Mercury was in Gemini, and we had Neptune, and we have Neptune in Pisces, and that was in square, and that they sort of squared 3 times. So when you see that in relation to communication and being curious, or anything relating to children as well, because the page can be a child, And we do have a child here. Childlike energies, you know. When we've got, you know, two planets squaring each other, or, you know, 3 times, because this happened because Mercury was retrograding. It's all about getting down to the details. It's all about finding out. And of course, depends on which are the planets. So this was Mercury and Neptune in Pisces. So getting into it, trying to uncover anything to do with deception, lack of clarity, lack of truths, lack of understanding. Remember, Neptune in Pisces can also be spiritual. Someone's trying to figure it out. Is this a divine union, or is it a deceptive union? Okay, what's the truth here? So that's what's going on in the now. Now, in the hopes and fears position, we've got the 5 of Wands, which can speak to conflict. It's a tug of war. There is ego here. There's competitive energies. This could also be, you know, speak to conflict, but changes coming through. Difficulties, needing to put in the energy, the, you know, that the passion, the desire, or needing to be courageous to end something that was karmic, right? The World card. And the World card could speak to physical distance as well. So someone could be conflicted if this is a relationship that's at a physical distance. Someone needs to put extra effort, right? And they're in 2 minds about this. Okay? And again, 2 of Swords can speak to not having all the information, but needing to make a decision on 2 things, 2 choices, right? And again, those of you that could be dealing with a Gemini, I mean, Gemini many times, you know, it's polarity. It's like the twins. So this and that, or needing to see both sides, okay? All right, so next position is hopes and fears, and we've got the Page of Cups, which is Pisces energy. Some of you could be, if there has been an ending and there's conflict, maybe there was a lot of conflict going on in this connection. For those of you that, you know, it was a competitive relationship here, because as you can see, they're both pulling from, you know, one side to the other. They're not giving up. It's like, who's going to be the stronger, who's got the upper hand. And that's competitive. A little bit of competition is healthy, not too much. Some of you may have broken up, may have, you know, maybe at a physical distance, or you feel as though also that there's been an ending here. We've got the Page of Cups, which can speak to an apology. It can speak to, some of you are hoping that still, even a small offer, a small token of love is better than nothing. And you know, some of you could also be fearing that someone's not ready for you. I mean, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is only a very small offer, remember. The Page of Cups, again, could be a child. 4 of Pentacles, to me, is the Taurian energy. It's someone holding back. It's someone holding back. So some of you, I feel, have been hoping that someone can come through and speak truthfully concerning their feelings, because obviously they've been holding back with that 7 of Swords. They've been holding back with that 7 of Swords, and maybe they've even lied to you, not spoken truthfully about their social standing, right? Because 4 of Pentacles can speak to someone's home situation, right? Some that could be married and have children. Maybe someone was not truthful about that. Whoever you've been dealing with. So you're hoping to maybe even see the truth, because 7 of Swords can speak to intelligence. Maybe if, for those of you that someone is in between and you know that you're dealing with someone that's got other options, some of you could be hoping that you're stealing away with the, you get the offer and you've been waiting forever. 4 of Pentacles is holding something close to one's heart, right? Okay, the area of goals here with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a sense of imprisonment, right? It's feeling blocked. That's what the Eight of Swords is. And yes, this could be someone's perception, and we've got the King of Wands here. So King of Wands we know is someone that would take action. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, and obviously someone wants to be in a position of power, to be able to lead, to be able to go towards what they desire here. And we've got another page here, which Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is earth. It's very slow moving, right? And someone's been studying a situation, maybe just analyzing, maybe looking at it, you know, can this grow? Can this relationship go all the way? Because the Page of Pentacles, remember, holds that Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to say also that I do feel that someone feels blocked or trapped in a situation, and they're having trouble moving forward to whatever it is that they're wanting to create. Remember that the King of Wands holds the Ace of Wands, which is, it's, you know, it's a spark, it's the ability to create, and it's something that they desire to manifest in their life. It's what they really, what makes them tick, right? And the Page of Pentacles, though, is there, and you could be dealing with someone that's got Earth in their chart as well, because this is very slow and strategic and very much about study with the Page of Pentacles. Or if this is someone that's got strong Earth in their chart, they're looking closely at their money, at their, you know, is there value? Will there be security for them as they move forward? Okay, and this is in the goals area. So in the position of the unexpected, we've got the Emperor. And the Emperor we know is someone that's very experienced, a CEO, a boss, someone that's already, yes, they have children. And because we've got the King of Wands, King of Swords here, and the Emperor, well, King of Swords and King of Wands to me is very similar in the sense that it's sort of hot-cold. King of Wands is hot, King of Swords is cold. So it could be someone that's, one moment they want it, you know, they want to move forward. King of Swords is someone who looks at the details, someone that does, you know, takes a step back. I feel that a lot of you could be dealing with someone that can turn up or turn down their temperature very easily if this is the same person. Right? King of Swords could also be anything to do with legalities. Remember, now the Emperor can be, yes, usually someone quite fiery, not someone that would show their emotional heart, not someone, right? It's more about what they desire to manifest, to create. Again, the Emperor is also very limiting. He's got so much that he's dealing with. He needs to take care of everyone and everything. So the Emperor, we want, this is someone that we would want on our side, but he's like the, you know, he's the prize win, and he's not easy to win over. Okay, he's very intelligent. He's very much about having the experience under his belt. So if we're looking at both these characters here, where what is unexpected is that someone is actually taking charge. And remember that the Emperor is a number 4. So 4 does speak to something long-term and something stable. So it's considering a home or a stabilizing, you know, stabilizing a situation, a relationship. That's how I see the Emperor. And we've got the Judgment card here, which is, it's a critical moment. It's a major decision, but it's also it's a resurrection. So a resurrection says to me, obviously, that this Emperor has not been living where, you know, there's been no happiness in his life. Maybe with the help of spirit and the divine, because we've got the Eight of Wands as well, which can speak to second chances. And this, you know, these Eight of Wands do speak to the energies changing from being more slow, stagnant, more about studying and long term. This is firing up now. This is getting fiery. This is starting to move with the help of spirit here. Remember that this is obviously Pluto. Pluto is power. It does rule Scorpio, so Scorpio is the house of sex. It is, and both the lovers connecting in the sign of Leo, of course, is squaring over to Scorpio. So a square does mean, yes, I'm out of my comfort zone. It's not easy, but I really want this. Okay, so the messages are coming out. Someone could also be deciding, making a decision to, if there is physical distance, to fly towards their lover. They want to connect, and this is unexpected, right? Someone's taking charge, right? Putting everything in its place, taking care of business, I feel here, with the Emperor. And we've also got here, so in the position of the near future, King of Swords, which can speak to truths coming through. Also, the King of Swords is usually the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's someone who has come out of divorce. You know, they've had their experiences in life. So I don't know if this Emperor is communicating that they're going through divorce, a divorce settlement, or they're just being very truthful, whereas before they were very worried. You know, their perception was, why should I share what's going on? You know, they've been very tight-lipped, I feel here, about what was really going on. Because if you think of the Emperor, even the King of Wands, they're in a position of power. They don't want to be belittled. And, you know, it's like, it's as though someone is holding their social standing on a higher level. They don't want to be belittled. They've got a reputation to protect. That's what I get. And I feel that this is someone probably that is very successful in probably what they do. Could be someone also in a high position. If we look at both the Emperor and the King of Swords, they wear uniforms, right? It could be someone that's in a high position in whatever they do. It could be someone that works in legalities. Could be a solicitor. Could be a doctor. Could be someone who is in the army, a general, someone that is in a government position. Okay, it's someone that usually would do things by the book. Okay, and we've also got the in the near future, Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands means, you know, even though it could be someone that's been defensive with the King of Swords, I do feel that, you know, whatever you've been fighting towards, the fiery energy again will bring us all this connection to a position of balance. Two of Cups is the soulmate connection. Even if the odds were against this coming together, Seven of Wands, remember 7 again is a conflictual number, but it also holds a very special place where the divine is concerned. 7 is a very beautiful number. Remember, it signifies again the Chariot. So even though it's hard, it's forward momentum. Okay, and remember that the Seven of Wands is someone that's got the higher position. They've got the ball is in their court, and they've got the ability, even if this was not a connection that was what was expected or what they expected in their life. Okay, because Six of Wands could be that there are issues that this Emperor, King of Swords, or King of Wands is dealing with. Okay, so Six of Wands, remember, speaks to it's the card of success, recognition, balance, pride. Yeah, so I feel that this is like the position of the divine masculine. They're coming down a few steps here. They're being more subtle. They're being more open, I would say, to love at this time, because they've got the passion. passion is, and the courage with Mars in Leo to move towards, you know, the heart, because there's a heartfelt relationship here. And it's going to overrule, even if this is something that is not meant to be. What I mean by that is if this is against the odds, if this is two people stepping out of another connection or a marriage or a commitment, I feel that the desire is so big, so huge right now. And just like today's message with Pan, it's that animal instinctual coming together of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But we've also got heartfelt energies here. We've got an emotional bond. So we've got the desire and the emotion. Now, in the distant future, we've got the High Priestess, which the High Priestess, to me, speaks of a third person, the other woman. But it's also a spiritual connection. Now, where something's been hidden, something is going to be shown. The Tower, again, Mars, right? Something is shifting. Something major is shifting here, and it is divinely guided. This is something that hasn't been built on solid ground. It's an awakening. It's an aha moment concerning a spiritual union, a spiritual connection, secrecy. Okay, and we've got Archangel Michael right here, Sagittarius. And of course, Temperance does speak to divine timing. Remember that it's all about timing with spirit here. And remember that Temperance is Sagittarius, so it could be something that's physically at a distance. Some of you could be coming from different areas of the world. Also, Temperance, remember we've got that South Node in Sag, and Juno. We've had an eclipse recently, which, you know, on Juno and the South Node. So anything that was not working for us anymore, anything that we've outgrown, and this is getting uncomfortable, obviously, and this is shedding past commitments that were not meant for us anymore. They've run their course. I feel that that is what will be shown here. That's what's coming through. That's what's changing here. Okay, that Spirit and Temperance is saying that, yes, the divine timing is here. You're going to have an aha moment where there was secrecy, where you believed in this. Because remember that the High Priestess, is very much about knowledge, very much about spirituality and trusting in your guidance, in your angels. So for some of you, of course, because we've got the two kings and we've got the emperor, this could be, of course, for some of you, could be the same person. For others of you, though, this is you're dealing with two different people. Okay. Now it's interesting that the focal point, so the middle of the reading here, is the King of Wands, which, you know, King of Wands, taking the action, running with his desires, the ability to create. We know there's generosity in the King of Wands. He takes action. He is a leader, and we've got the same with the Emperor here. Some of you, I would say, because there are many layers, of course, we know in the tarot, I would say that for a lot of you, with the King of Swords, this could be someone that's coming out of another connection, a family connection. It could be the Emperor, yes. And we've got, you know, the desire here to connect. They could be talking truthfully about, you know, what they were dealing with, that they had to fight for this connection. It looks like the divine masculine is doing a lot of the work here. Not to say that the divine feminine will not, because remember that Venus and Mars, they're going to conjoin exactly on the 13th of July, and then, well, Venus is going to jump over Mars as she's going to be leading the way. And we know that Venus is all about love. So love is going to be leading the way, I believe, more than passion. So that's what's going to be happening. Remember that Venus does speak to values. She speaks to prosperity. She speaks to abundance. And she rules Taurus and she rules Libra. If there is balance, equal giving and receiving, if there is value and, you know, there's riches here. And when I speak of riches, I do speak to feeling comfortable, you know, in one's own skin, having all those 5 senses being tantalized. She's going to lead. And remember that it's all about now. It's all about in the time of these two in the sign of Leo, because once Venus ingresses into Virgo and Mars as well into Virgo, it's going to be, the focus will be on other things. So this is a chance, everyone, for these two lovers to come together. Okay, and of course things happen in chapters, in, you know, divine timing for each and every one of us. We're not all on the same timeline. Okay, all right, so I do feel here that there is a second chance for this connection. Let's see what else is going on. What's going on, please, Spirit? Let's take three Lenormand and see what are the chances of, what are the chances of this being a long-term connection? Let's see. We have, yeah, someone's got a choice. Here we are. Here's the staircase. Here's the choice. We've got the child, and the child is at number 13. So this could be relating to a child or something new. So someone's making a decision, and maybe based even on, you know, starting over. The child can be new, can be fresh energy, but also someone could be choosing, having difficulty in choosing because of a child. Now remember that we've got the baby and we've got the baby here. Remember, Cupid is the love child. So pregnancy could be on the cards. Do take care. And we've got the moon here, which also speaks to motherhood. The moon does speak to the subconscious. It speaks to a very deep connection in the Lenormand, very much so. And we've got the maze here. There is a lot of confusion. There's too many people in the picture. Okay, but it's a number 43, which 43 again does speak to the Chariot. It is a number 7. Someone is needing to move house, get out of an imprisoning situation here. So it's interesting with the column, the unexpected column. That's what I find really interesting. With the Emperor, the Judgment card and the 8 of Wands. Let's see with the, let's take the Mystic Moon Oracle and see what's going on. So we've got healing, we've got pause. These cards fell through on their own. Let's see what's going on. We've got release. Okay, pause can speak to the Piscean energy where we've got the Hanging Man, right? Someone's been waiting. There's been maybe an imbalance in their life. Maybe they've sacrificed too much. They need to release something. And we've got observer. So someone is checking you out on social media, through the internet. Someone could be releasing the fears. Okay, here. We do have Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, and I would say Libra here. And we've got guides, so we've got Virgo here as well, everyone. So someone is seeing the light. Someone is being guided by some information that they're finding. They've been checking you out maybe on the internet, some information. Someone's been looking closely, observing maybe you. And remember that the Hermit, well, the guide is very much the Hermit. Someone's ready to step out. Remember that someone's been looking for the light. They've been growing spiritually through hardship. Remember that the Hermit is someone very wise. And we've got the inner child. Again, the child here. I do feel very strongly that there was someone has been dealing with their childhood conditioning. They've come through pain concerning the past. Maybe they don't want to, because if this is a father, I truly feel that they've had their own issues whilst growing up. Maybe they grew up in a separated family, maybe with a mother or just a father. And I feel that it's as though that's the fear, that's what's been holding them back from this connection, because they don't want history to repeat itself if that's what happened to them and their upbringing when they were a child. So someone has been going through they've been doing the inner work, I do feel here. But remember, the light says that they've seen what is necessary. They've been releasing anything to do with their fears. And yeah, maybe this is just karma, a karmic situation that they're needing to release. It's as though they've been going through their shadow phase, and this could be also a reflection. This, if you've been going through this, they've been going through the same thing. That's what I get here. We've got vibrations here. So you're on the same sort of feeling each other's, vibrations. This is a telepathic connection for sure. This is very much a reflection. I do feel that you're both sort of going through the same notions here. And this is a twin flame connection. I have to say that. I have to put that out. And some of you may have been married to this person in a past lifetime, or either one of you or both of you were in marriages that were unhealthy. You had second choices. Remember that sometimes things just run their course. It's time for change, it looks like. See this? Separation. This would be the Three of Swords to me. So a love triangle, yes. Someone has stepped out. Maybe if this is a very powerful connection. Now, some of you could be going through that in the now. In this time where some of you could be going through a heartbreak because either you or the person you've been dealing with was in a commitment. Let's take I'm going to take 3 cards from this is the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, so we're going to take a past, present, future, just like we did last week. So we're talking about the whole of July, right? We've got the King of Wands. That's interesting. Twice. Now, it doesn't have to be the King of Wands for all of you. It could be just someone that's ready to take, power into their own hands. Take action. That's Mars. Mars in Leo. We have the Queen of Swords here, which Queen of Swords is usually Libra. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. That's interesting. So the Queen of Swords has been playing cold, I do feel here. Maybe she's been waiting for this divine masculine to take the initiative. But also remember that the Queen of Swords could also be someone that's coming out of divorce, or she's a divorcee, or she's just very much about, she's needing to see the action from the divine masculine. And we've got the Queen of Wands, everyone. Look at this. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. We've got 3 people here. And what this can say to some of you is that, of course, we know that the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands would be someone that desire the same thing. But what's in between them is a divorce, legalities. Right? Or maybe even anything to do with truths. So remember how I said that that Venus is going to jump over Mars and she'll be leading? Well, that's the Queen of Wands here. But, you know, Queen of Swords can also speak to legalities, yes. But also she could speak to truths. So information being shared. Remember, we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So I don't know how this plays out for you. All right, let's see what's at the bottom here. We've got Nine of Swords. And Nine of Swords is not an easy card. It's a lot of stress and anxiety. What I want to do is just take 3 Sibillas. 3 Sibillas, please, Spirit. Obviously, we've got a divine masculine here that's got a choice between 2 divine feminine. Or it's not gender specific, I suppose. It is a love triangle, though. We do have third people, third persons in the picture here. What I want to do is I want to have a look and see what that Tower moment is. And we've got L'Amante. This is like an offer, someone coming through romantically. This is an offer in the near future. All right, so this is someone awakening to a heartfelt relationship. This is the offer that's coming through, and it's coming through unexpectedly. And for someone, it's going to be an aha moment, or someone, maybe for someone out there, they won't be happy about this. Okay. I also want to take a card on, I want to see what the King of Wands is all about. And we've got Emmanuel, everyone. Emmanuel is a spiritual connection. Check this out. This is a divine union, and this is the Ace of Wands. Someone is wanting to pop the question, and that is the focal point here. Ace of Wands. So it looks like on this King of Wands' mind is this spiritual connection, and moving forward, I feel he's studying a long-term connection. He's ready to take the action. Let's look at the Emperor here. And we've got Allegrezza al Cuore, which is merriment and happiness, but we've got 2 divine masculine and a divine feminine in the picture here. This is 5 of Cups, which speaks of, you know, this Emperor is looking back and having regrets concerning the past. Maybe having made a wrong choice. I would like to have a look at the Crisis card, the Pluto card, and we've got Dottore and healing. There will be a resurrection and healing will come through. Okay, again, the Dottore is very Scorpio. Let's have a look at the World card for a moment, which is in the position of the environment. And we've got Ladro and the Thief. This is the Thief, which someone needs to end a family situation here, because someone was only about taking and not giving. For someone, it was only about what they got out of this financially. So I do feel maybe that obviously this Emperor may have been used for their financial someone was using the Emperor for their financial abundance, for their financial security. Let's see. I want to see what these messages are all about. We've got Omaggio de Preziosi. This is a precious gift. So whatever's going to be communicated, it's going to be of great value, and it's going to be like a jewel. Okay, someone's willing to do the work. 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. This is someone's doing the work. Okay. Let's have a look at the King of Swords, shall we? And the King of Swords is in the near future. Reunion, everyone. That's happening in the near future. And this could be someone moving, so taking flight, coming in to meet you, and you're going to learn all about what was going on. Because a lot of you have been in the dark. I do believe someone has kept you in the dark with that Four of Pentacles. Let's take a card on that. And we've got the Vedovo. So the Vedovo is the widower. It's the Three of Swords. So they're not talking about their disappointments, or that they're relating, remember, to a third party, that they were heartbroken maybe even, because I'm going to say also that for those of you that were in another relationship, maybe the Emperor, let's say, maybe both of you were, but the Emperor, let's say the Emperor was the third person, well, they've been heartbroken and they're holding that back. They're not communicating about their heartbreak. Let's have a look at that Seven of Swords. And we've got the Ten of Cups. So someone is strategizing and wanting to move towards their happiness, or they're getting away from a situation that was never ending concerning a family. Something had completed and they're trying to sneak away. And that, of course, is in the hopes and fears. Someone's trying to get to their happiness. Let's have a look at that Two of Cups. And we've got the Amica. And the Amica is balance, harmony. Someone's best friend. This could relate to 1111. Remember the Four of Wands. It's the marriage card. So someone's marrying someone who is a best friend. Where legalities are concerned, this is beautiful. You're coming into balance and harmony. Someone is marrying someone. Someone had to divorce or separate to be able to marry their best friend and find their balance and harmony, because this is equal giving and receiving. Okay, and whoever is coming out of divorce will be finding their emotional balance and harmony and healing in the relationship that will be coming through for them, that will be manifesting in the future. Let's have a look at the High Priestess for a moment. And we've got the Giovanni Fanciulla. Giovanni Fanciulla is purity. This is a pure connection, a divine connection. Okay, it's virgin-like. It's as though it's starting in the near future. And someone's put in a lot of effort, I would say, because pure energy does speak to Virgo. Virgo is all about putting in the work. Let's look at the Lovers, everyone. And we've got the Belvedere, Three of Cups. Yes, this is a love triangle. And this love connection is probably at a physical distance as well. There have been trust issues here as well. I just want to see what's going on in the now. Why do I have the Knight of Swords? And we've got Merchant. So someone's been thinking very much, and this is a business owner, right? The Emperor, I would say, more than likely. Someone's been putting a lot of thought into their future, into contracts, maybe their own contracts if they were in a marriage. And that's what's going to be communicated. Or someone is quickly moving towards legalities. If they've figured out that they're the third person, if they've figured out that, let's say, their partner stepped out of this connection, because remember that Gemini and the Page of Swords could also be a spy. Someone that's looking at things. Remember, we've got the card of conflict after that. Okay? And someone's having an ending here because someone has been stealing. Let's just take one card on the Two of Swords, and we've got the Artista. And the Artista is very much the Uranus energy. The Artista is a discovery that's made, or this could speak to very much the King of Swords. So this could be a legal representative, or someone's making a discovery. Or this is just plainly someone, you know, things have been up in the air. Seven of Cups, illusion, confusion. Someone's seeing something. But also this could just be someone that sits behind a desk. Everyone. Let's just take one card on this Nine of Swords. Why do we have the Nine of Swords here? You can't even see the card, can you? Let's see what's this Nine of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups here, a wish fulfillment. Nine of Swords. Someone's looking for their wish, but it's just too much thought, too much stress, too much, you know, being at it ending. It's like, it's like when, you know, we're ready to take that leap of faith and we're having that last thought. Am I really going to do this? This is being on the precipice of taking a leap of faith into someone's wish fulfillment. Eight of Coins. This could also be a situation around work. And we've got Pluto here. Obviously Scorpio. Persephone and Pluto. If you remember the mythology around that. Pluto stole Persephone and had made her the queen of the underworld. So she joined him in the darkness, right? She joined him because Pluto and Persephone, Scorpio, is all about sex. It's all about transformation. It's a death and a resurrection. So this is like two people getting down into the dungeon, you know, feeling that passion, that wild connection, and not being able to stop it. Let's take that Nine of Swords. And we've got falsita. Some of you are not trusting 100%. There's falsehood here. You're not trusting that someone really feels, or remember, Four of Pentacles, which is right here. I do feel that whoever this is, and I feel it is the Divine Masculine, is really scared to share the information. But I feel that maybe because they've been dealing with a false Divine Feminine, someone that's just been taking, someone that was very false and untrusting, and that they are dealing with a lot. And I feel it's one of these two Divine Feminine here. I'm going to take just two cards, one on each of the queens here, because I want just a bit more information about who they truly are. You know who they are in your own personal situation. So we've got the Donna Maritata, which is very much the Empress, everyone. So the mother with the children. I don't know if she is the actual Empress that the Emperor wants to connect with, or it's just the wife and the children, right? And we've got Donna di Servizio here, which is the Virgo energy. This is the friend. This is helpful energy. So, my God, this could be a little bit confusing now for some of you, because remember that the Donna di Servizio, she's all about helping, right? She's the servant. She's the one that can be depended on. So let's see. Let's take one more on each. And we've got the Viaggio. So we've got the mother with the children, and we've got the Voyager, or the knight in shining armor that's coming through. And here, and we've got the Prigione. So the Prigione is very much about, you know, the helpful energies are trying to come through. The Queen of Wands, right? There's restrictions here, though. And Nine of Swords. There it is. The Nine of Swords is here, and the Nine of Swords is the karmic situation, the imprisonment. So, again, the Viaggio can speak to physical distance, or it can speak to someone needing to take a journey. Okay, so I don't know how it works out for you, everyone. I'd love to hear your comments. I know there's many messages here, but that's what I have for you here. I'm going to go into each sign in a moment. I'm just going to take a couple of love messages here. Messages of love. So we are looking at a reunion here. Some of you are reuniting with a soulmate, a twin flame, maybe from, you know, maybe you were committed in a past lifetime, remember, with the vibrations here. Or It's just that some of you were married to the wrong person. Let's see. I want to take actually on, no, just 3 cards. Just 3 cards, please, Spirit. Let's see. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. And that's the 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. That's the 7 of Swords, which we also have here in the position of the hopes and fears. And we have, that was in the reverse. Funny, eh? We've come a long way, and you've proven your devotion to me. I love you. And that's the 10 of Wands, everyone. So remember that these two do turn into aces. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. This is the ability to manifest something long term. Yes, there have been trust issues. Obviously, there's been lies in the past. Someone that maybe regrets. And I'm going to say also that someone... It does say we've come a long way, and that could be a physical travel to get to that person, or years. This could be a 10-year relationship or ongoing situation here. Now we've got 7 and 2 is 9. For some of you, it could be 9 years. Okay. And 9 is also the Hermit. Remember, it is the Virgo card. So someone's guided by the light. They're guided by their wisdom now at this time. Virgo is quite prominent here as well, as Virgo has been mentioned a couple of times. We've got a lot of signs. I think we should not get stuck on the signs. Let's talk about the Virgo time. Okay, as we know, I did say a lot will be going on as the sun will be transiting through Leo, but after Leo is Virgo. It's the Virgo time. So that could be very important. I will get into each sign. I'm just going to pause and just pack my table away. Let's just take one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we have To Be Fair, which is very much the Libra card, everyone. And it's a number 11. This can speak to divorce or, you know, balancing out, equal giving and receiving. All right, to be fair, and this is balance and harmony, just like with the Amika here. Okay, for someone to find their balance, obviously the work has got to be done from both sides. All right, so I'm just going to pack my table away and start with the sign Aries. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards. Okay, please, Spirit, thank you. Starting with Aries. With Aries, please, Spirit. Aries, 9 of Cups, the Moon, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, the door opens to a wish fulfillment, even though there are hidden factors here. The world is your oyster with that 2 of Wands. Some of you could also be in a position to have a choice between 2 people, or there's a very important decision concerning someone's wish fulfillment and someone's either mother or their home. Okay, that's what I feel is going on here. Oh my goodness, someone is connected very much, and this could be a really hot month, let's say the month of July, because the devil is very sexual, but it's also a very karmic card. Some of you may feel restrictions concerning a mother figure, someone who is sort of putting someone in 2 minds. Someone could be even, this is a wish fulfillment for someone here in the month of July. But a second choice could be someone's home or their career. So their social standing in the world. There's some fears that's holding someone back here. That's what I get for you, dear Aries. Okay? That's what I get for you, dear Aries. All right, let's go on to the next sign of Taurus. Taurus, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Dear Taurus, okay, so the Wheel of Fortune brings changes, we know that. There's some sort of an ending here. Some of you could be dealing with legalities. The cycle has ended here. See, conclusion. Something has ended for you, but the changes I feel that are coming through are because of an injustice. Maybe there's been an injustice in your life where love is concerned. Some of you could be coming out and you're looking for those Two of Cups. Some of you may have been holding on to another love, someone that you hold very close to your heart, and there's going to be a resolution. If you were in a love triangle, let's say another commitment, you had to leave, or you're leaving that. Some of you could also be taking a journey, a distant journey, to someone that feels like home to you. Okay, you're finding a solution where there's been difficulties. Okay, dear Taurus, that's what I get for you. Okay. Next sign is the sign of Gemini. We have the Chariot, dear Gemini, and the Sun. Wow. Leo, Cancer, 3 major arcana, dear Gemini. This is huge. This is absolutely huge for you. Ooh, okay, you're leaving someone. You're leaving someone that was in their shadow time. You know, they were going through their shadow phase. Maybe this is you coming out of your shadow phase. Some of you could be moving towards true love. Okay, maybe it was a physically distant relationship. Someone was at a physical distance to you. Your heart was far away, so your other half was far away, and Spirit has been trying to bring you closer. It was all about divine timing here, I believe, and I do feel that some of you are closing the door on a shadow phase of your life. The Chariot can speak to overcoming obstacles, moving towards victory. Some of you are moving overland, others of you are flying through the air. Remember that Archangel Michael is trying to bring you into balance. We've got 2 cards of trying to balance your life out, but it's all about heart. And remember that the Sun can speak to children as well. Do take care of this. Is a relationship that is, yes, it's true love, but some of you, I don't know, I mean, if you're in another connection, because the shadow work can speak to the forming of karma, do make sure that you have tied up any old loose ends from the past, okay, so that you don't form new karma here. I do feel this is a divine union, very much so, and some of you are just following your hearts, and that could be you moving to a new home, everyone. I want to take 1 card on that shadow work. And yeah, the signs have been pointing you the way. Okay? You've had a lot of signs and synchronicities, and you're following your heart at this time. So we had Leo, Cancer, and Sagittarius for Gemini. Okay, next sign, Cancer. 10 of Swords. You knew that there was an ending coming. This is you restarting your life. 8 of Pentacles. This could be a love connection concerning work or around work. Oh, some of you, this is your perception of being held back. You're still trying. You're still in preparation mode, dear Cancer. And you're looking closely at the details, maybe even just overthinking something. Remember that this 10 of Swords is an ending that maybe you were hoping for, you were waiting for. You're trying to see what went, you know. I feel that you're in preparation mode, but it's still your perception sort of that's holding you back. Let's take 1 more card on that. And we've got the Lovers. So the Lovers, yes, is a choice. It's a head over heart decision. Some of you, this love connection could have to do with your money matters. Okay, and maybe you're not certain about how they feel about you, dear Cancer. And we've got patience. Some of you have needed to be very patient, or someone is just very patient. They're waiting on you to come through, or waiting on you to make a choice. Okay, if you're coming out of a difficult connection of the past, this could also speak to deception, right? Some of you are figuring out that someone has done the dirty on you. You could be figuring that out. Could be happening around work as well. But the Lovers is an unstoppable connection, right? It's a very powerful union that's been sort of, you felt as though you weren't able to move towards. You've been very patient. I do feel here that the work has been done now. Some of you could be seeing, and you've been waiting for this, as I said. Some of you have been waiting for someone to come out of a long-term commitment. You've been hoping for this ending. So, dear Cancer, beautiful. And it's a love worth waiting for, I'm going to say. All right. Dear Cancer, thank you. All right, let's go on to Leo. Leo, it's all about you. Oh, wow. 6 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Someone's feeling the miser here. Someone's begging. Someone's begging for someone's attention here. But we've got 6 Pentacles. 6 Pentacles, which... Six of Wands, right, Leo? Dear Leo, 6 of Wands can speak to ego. Okay, for those of you that are dealing with someone that is a business owner, someone that's, you know, King of Pentacles is someone that's very stable, dependable, but very slow to move where love is concerned. I feel as though you can depend on this person, even though this relationship may have not been someone that was in sync or correct for your community. And I do feel also that even though there's been ego, you've been dealing with someone that was quite successful, or you've got the ability to succeed in this. Remember that I do feel that maybe you're dealing with someone that's successful, and I do feel that there's a sense of competitive energies here. But I feel that it's going to turn around because it's been going through a metamorphosis. And remember, metamorphosis is Scorpio. So Scorpio it's deep. There's deep connection here. And there's also the ability to take this long term. 5 of Pentacles, remember, is 2 people that have been feeling the same. They've been feeling left out in the cold. So it's as though there's a mirroring sort of energy between the 2 of you. King of Pentacles, remember, is someone that's very slow to move, dear Leo. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio we've got here. Let's take one more on the metamorphosis. We've got nostalgia. This is a soulmate connection. Okay, this is nostalgia. This is like looking back at the past when there was happiness, there was success. But it's been going through metamorphosis, and I'm going to say this is something that can be built on long term. Okay, because it's gone through ups and downs and ins and outs. I do feel, because nostalgia is like the 6 of Cups, maybe there were children here as well. The King of Pentacles is a father, so someone that's got a lot on their plate, giving to others very generously. And I feel that some of you have been begging for the attention of this King of Pentacles, or the other way, or both of you have been begging or missing each other as well. So this could be nostalgia, right? Nostalgia coming back into sync. All right, dear Leo. So that's what I have for you. Let's see now, Virgo. Virgo, right on point, Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. It could be also a Capricorn. Oh my goodness. And we've got the 7 of Cups. I feel I need to take another card on that 7 of Cups. And we've got the Nine of Wands. Dear Virgo, Queen of Pentacles is very motherly. She's very dependable. Queen of Pentacles, right? Motherly, nurturing, providing, wants to be certain. Okay, she's all about motherhood. I don't know if she's put love on the back burner because of her children, but we've got the Three of Swords here, which can also speak to someone, you know. Three of Swords is a disappointment, but it's also a love triangle. Some of you, well, Queen of Pentacles, I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with, but there's been disappointment here. Someone maybe has more options. Seven of Cups is things are up in the air. There's also been trust issues here. And the Nine of Wands is someone that's still standing. Queen of Pentacles, remember, is someone that anyone can depend on. She's there. She'll be there. She'll be there. She wants something long term. Now, if she's been in another connection, because the Three of Swords can speak to a love triangle, there's been a lot of confusion and deception. She's still holding. Dear Virgo, you're still standing here. Let's see what the Mystic Moon has. Some of you have been settling in a situation, not taking action. Someone has also kept you in the dark concerning what they've been through, what they've settled, what they've been settling with. Or this could be the opposite, where, dear Virgo, you've been settling in a situation that there was a lot of misunderstanding. Maybe also with the Nine of Wands, it's like someone's protecting themselves here. Someone's put up boundaries and someone's not pushing through those boundaries. I'm going to take one more on the settling, and we've got new direction, which says to me, dear Virgo, if you've been in a situation where there's been heartbreak and deception, and you've put up with a lot, you've been settling with lots of hardships, you've been accepting it because of your children, because you're someone that's very dependable and stable. This is a new direction. You're turning towards a new direction. Could be a new path that is opening up for you. I'm going to take one more on that Nine of Wands. We've got the Justice card. So some of you are moving, you're coming into your balance, into your own. Why? Because you're walking through a new doorway, a new portal here. That's either you going through divorce or dealing with someone that's been in a heartbreak and they're going through divorce. There is a new pathway that's opening for you. Okay. And the Justice, of course, does speak to divorce. Okay. Some of you are needing to go through divorce. Others of you are waiting on someone that's going through divorce. Things have been up in the air. A new pathway is opening, as I said. Seven of Cups can also speak to Pisces, and Pisces can speak to, of course, deception. Some of you have been wearing your rose-colored glasses. They might be coming off right now. And of course, that could also be a secretive connection that a secretive connection. Remember that, because Leo for you, dear Virgo, is behind. I mean, those of you that are Virgo and Virgo rising, Leo is the 12th house. So this could be a secretive connection as well that you've been keeping under wraps. Things have been up in the air. There's been a lot of confusion, illusion. Things are playing out now that will be bringing you into balance, sync, and justice, fairness, that new path that opens. It'll be interesting. Libra, the Fool card, Aries, a new cycle, Three of Wands, waiting on your ships to come through, and the Page of Pentacles. Dear Libra, what's going on? Ooh. Some of you are starting a new cycle, or you're taking a risk on a connection that's maybe at a distance to you. You've been waiting on those ships to come through. Well, some of you, one person is taking a leap of faith. They're going to go on that journey. The other person is waiting. This is the ability to start something, but it's more of a learning curve. It's starting small. Now, numbing speaks to you having come out of a very difficult connection, maybe, and this is a brand new cycle for you. Yeah, a lesson. You've gone through a lesson, a learning curve, dear Libra, but I see this as very positive indeed. And maybe there was a lot of illusion concerning a distant connection. But with the Page of Pentacles, it promises something long-term. Yes, you have gone through a lesson. But this is also a message that's coming through of something stable and tangible. Something that's something that's of value to you. Okay, and you know, the Page of Pentacles could also be a child. Some of you could be also a parent that has a child. I want to take one more on that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so we've got the Two of Swords, which is a decision that needs to be made here. A blind decision. Someone needs to trust their you know, their perception, their intuition. And the numbing card says that there's been a lot of pain, a lot of difficulties here. Maybe even someone going through, I mean, you know, numbing does speak to very much like the devil. Someone's trying to numb out the pain. So for those of you that are dealing with someone else that's come out of a difficult connection, you're in two minds on whether you're going to, you know, pursue this. But remember, we all grow, we all learn, and we all grow through experiences of life. Okay, so that's what I have for you, dear Libra. That's what I have for you for the month of July. Scorpio, Five of Wands, conflict. Ooh, lots of fire, dear Scorpio. And the Five of Swords. For some of you, this is tough. You're stuck in a situation here. You're attracted to someone that's dating someone else, someone that's in another connection. You're the third person. Okay, but you're very attracted to someone that's out of bounds for you. Spring, but you know, spring is in the air. The ability to bloom is here. Five of Swords says that someone's got the, you know, the intelligence, the perception to win over a situation. Some of you are in conflict. You don't know what to do, but the conflict ends as you realize that you've got the upper hand, that maybe they're choosing you. If you're dealing with someone that's got that, you know, you're one of their choices and they've got someone else, I feel that the possibility is that you get to win this situation. See, the Three of Pentacles, and this could be around work as well. Okay, so dear Scorpio, we've got 15 wands here, but also remember that the 10 turns into the Ace, so 6 of Wands. Again, this could speak to ego, but some of you are just challenged with whatever's going on in the sky, in the astrology. You are under a lot of pressure. Spring can speak to dating, to an offer that's coming through as well. So those of you that have been burning for someone and hoping that they're going to choose you, I feel that this could be, you know, you're getting out there. You're getting out there. And this could also be, again, concerning work, a work situation. Spring does speak to happiness. It speaks to flirtation as well. And some of you could be dealing with someone that's quite successful with what they do, and they hold a little bit of ego. So it's not an easy competition for you, dear Scorpio. You've got to put your best foot forward here. And you've got to be smart, I'm going to say, dear Scorpio. So good luck with that, dear Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. We've got the Devil. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And we've got the Page of Wands. This is a very strong sexual connection. This could be a love triangle, obviously. The Devil does speak to, you know, an affair. Someone is married, but someone's going to take a chance on that. Crossroads. Someone is at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. Okay. The signs, it's as though this is a synchronistic connection. So you're seeing signs everywhere that are telling you to take that leap of faith. Go for that now. You're wanting to take a risk. Some of you are also worried about forming karma. Remember that the devil can speak to limitations, restrictions, but also fears. Some of you are going to take that risk. You're going to move forward with this. You're at crossroads, but I feel you're going to move towards what makes you feel abundant. Remember the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles can speak to abundance. Some of you could also be connecting to someone that's a bit older. Someone that... This could also be a big age difference, because we've got a page and the devil. A big age difference. This would... Some of you are... and when there's a big age difference, it does speak to either a difficult lesson or a twin flame connection. Some of you are in two minds, seriously. You're recognizing that this is a very strong connection. I feel that you're going to go for it anyway. Ten of Pentacles does speak to abundance. It does speak to someone who's financially in a good place. Someone that could be a boss. Some of you could be working. You could be working under someone, and this could be a connection concerning work as well. All right, so I will leave it at that. Recognition. That was a Sagittarius, Capricorn. We've got the Six of Cups, a soulmate connection, the Hierophant, Taurus, and we've got the Emperor. Oh my. Dear Capricorn. Ooh. Okay, some of you married. Some of you married because of children, but you lost a soulmate connection, which you have regrets about, dear Capricorn. Some of you have grown. You have grown. You've taken charge. I do feel as though you're in a position of power right now. Remember that the Hierophant does speak to someone that's married. Some of you are... You're going to do something that you may regret down the track. I'm going to say karmic partner. Yeah, some of you have married a karmic partner, maybe because of pregnancy. I do feel as though there's a soulmate connection which you could be connecting to now, because the Emperor, yes, is someone that's in charge, right? Someone that, even though they've got a lot on their plate, the Emperor is someone that what they want, they will move towards, right? Nothing will stop them. No marriage will stop them. No business will stop them. Remember, we've got a 5 and a 4. This is like a back forth. The Emperor, Aries, Taurus energy. We've got Taurus strongly here, dear Capricorn, as well. Now, some of you are regretting maybe even decisions that were made concerning a family. And I'm going to say also that some of you could be taking charge of your life now, moving towards what you desire, even if you are still dealing with a karmic partner. Now, karmic partner is, karmic relationships are not easy. I'm going to take one more on that. Free will. See, some of you are leaving a karmic partner, karmic relationship of the past. Could also be a marriage. Some of you may have just married because of children, but you're free now. I feel that you are free. You're letting regrets go. You're moving towards what your heart desires. You're free to pursue and to build now on a divine union, on a spiritual connection. Not, you're letting go of a karmic partner. So you're free to act now and take charge of your own life where love is concerned. All right, and you could be dealing with someone from your past. This could be a heated time of someone concerning your past, dear Capricorn. Let's go now on to Aquarius. The High Priestess, secrecy, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. 2 aces, dear Aquarius. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is a spiritual union, one that can go long term, one that's been around forever with the Ace of Pentacles. The potential is here. Some of you are wanting marriage. You're going to take the action to do this. For some of you, because the High Priestess can speak to a third person, you're reinventing your life. You have connected. Maybe you're connecting with someone. Those of you that are already married, because the High Priestess can speak to a third person, right? The other woman. Some of you are connecting because she holds a key, remember. She holds the key to your heart. Some of you are reinventing your life. The key can speak to a solution. Some of you are just trusting your intuition. Okay? And we've got Virgo, Pisces. We've got some fire here. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Reinvention, redoing, retrograde. Someone from your past is here with you in the month of July. There is the potential for a marriage and the potential for pregnancy. So do take care here. Wow, dear Aquarius. So, dear Aquarius, I mean, this is Venus and Mars. They're going to be in your opposite sign. And there's going to be 2 full moons in your sign. So something is ending. If this was a secretive connection, you're bringing it out to the world, I do believe, because the Ace of Wands is like turning on the light. You're letting people know where your heart really is and that you're in a commitment with a spiritual connection. Someone that maybe was a third person at some point. This is remember, you're reinventing yourself. New beginnings on many, many levels. Okay, and a connection that can go long term. It's not only of value to you, but it's also a very sexual, deep connection. Wow, dear Aquarius, amazing. All right, next sign. Pisces and the Magician, 3 of Cups. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Dear Pisces, you've got Jupiter in your sign. This is amazing. The Magician, you've got an ace up your sleeve. Divine Feminine, very recessive, very open, very loving. Strong intuition. This is a power reading for you. This is reconciliation for some of you. You are celebrating at this point. Wow. The Magician is, you've got the ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. Remember, the Magician does speak to Virgo, which is your house of partnership, and Gemini. And Gemini is all about, remember, it's all about good communication. Maybe even finding love around your neighborhood. I don't know. The Magician, as above, so below. Whatever Jupiter is doing up there, it's bringing you the blessings. Queen of Cups is an open heart. Okay, there's a lot of water, a lot of emotion, a very divine union, very sensitive, very strong, very powerful, and someone that feels like home to you. This is your tribe, everyone. Dear Pisces, this is amazing. Just very easy, very flowing energy. As I said, rekindling maybe. Someone's come back from your past. Remember, Mercury has been retrograding in the sign of Gemini for like 9 weeks. Some of you have been waiting for someone to come back from your past. Someone that feels like family to you. You feel very drawn to this person. Right? So, wow. Wow, I mean, that's amazing. All right, dear Pisces, I want to thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Talk to you soon.